right now, Val. I think you should be called the Parfessor, because all this young man does is rack up par.
Parfessor. I love that, actually.
You are? Oh, he's the Parfessor. He's the Parfessor.
Let's go.
And if you're looking for collaborations, try and reach out.
Absolutely not. We're going to rely on the good folks there in Trenton, New Jersey. We played every course in Trenton and the surrounding area. And let's bring you those top golf courses, starting off at number 6. It's open to anyone willing and able to get over here if there's a tee time available, because the course gets extremely busy. We're going to go through each one of the holes here at Princeton Country Club. Now, we're not going to confuse it with Princeton Golf Club, which is a older, nicer, and more established golf club than Princeton. Here at Princeton Country Club, it's more of a municipal course because it's owned and operated by the city. A little bit of history of the course. It's got some history, being built in 1958 by William and David Gordon. It's listed as open year-round, but be careful, you'll find a bunch of groups out there and you're going to have to even pass them if you want to play pretty quick here. The course is tight, stretches only 6,060 yards from those back tees, and it feels like that. You're going to find yourself hitting up on people, you're going to find yourself getting hit up on. Not even from the hole that you're on. The course kind of gets a little messy as you get close, but mess turns into a wonderful golf course in New Jersey in comparison to other ones. I thought this is a good course. Its rating isn't as good as the other ones coming up. If you made it this far, hit that subscribe button as we consistently bring you the top public golf courses all around New Jersey. Let's move now into Cream Ridge Golf Club. Now, with a little bit of history that we're going to be bringing in, we walked into without a tee time, and we were able to go right off. Now, the footage that we got was in the middle of the winter time, but we were able to pull, obviously, some good footage here from the aerial view. But rest assured, we were at that golf course getting each one of the holes in, and that's what this video is about. So we walked right in, and right off the bat, the golf course has a lot of character. It's got an older feeling to it, and we'll talk about that. It was built in 1958. So we've negotiated some deals with the pro shop to where we can get some better footage solo. If not, the course was pretty busy in the wintertime, so I suspect in the summertime it's going to get packed here. But rest assured, this is a great golf course to get out and play if you're thinking or in the area and want to get out of the city and play some decent golf. Cream Ridge Golf Club is an 18-hole championship golf course located on Route 539 in Cream Ridge, New Jersey. The golf course has 4 sets of tee boxes to choose from and features a layout with great variety of offering from different players of skill sets. Now, the course was originally opened and operated in 1958, and the course stretches 6,516 yards from those back tees, playing a par 71. The course is a rating of 71.6 and has a slope of 128. Now, the interesting part about this golf course, in my eyes, is it now is owned and operated by the New Jersey Department of Environmental Protection, which was acquired in 2006 through the Green Acres program, which was dedicated to preserving an open space in Cream Ridge, and is leased and operated by Links Golf Management. Links Golf and the CEO founder, Steve Rice, is one. It has strong ties to the New Jersey Shore. Interesting. This Links company also operates Sun Eagles Golf Club and Westlake Golf and Country Club. Not really sure about those. Let us know in the comment section where those courses are. So as we bring you those top golf courses, let us know in the comment section your top courses in Trenton. There's some great golf here. There's a lot of county golf on this list, of course. But more importantly, we're going to bring you another county course, Mountain View Golf Course. Swinging into a course pretty close to the airport, but hidden to most residents. Travels, we'll come across a golf course that truly feels like you're in the backyard of golf destinations. That is, in this case, Mountain View Golf Course, located in West Trenton. We took our talents over there, and we're going to walk through the first 9 holes of that golf course, giving you as much stats and information as we can of this course that was built in the 50s. The course is one of many Mercer County's Park Commission courses, and it's going to be another course that we hit up that is on our top Mercer County golf course list. And this one is supposed to be one of the top ones. Maybe not the best, but Mountain View has a lot to offer. Being built in 1958, the website says it best, this course is mature. 18-hole championship course opened in 1958. Mountain View is open year-long, 7 days a week, and weather permitting. It only stretches 6,117 yards from the regular tees. We suggest you jump that thing back and play from the, I think it's the blue tees or the back tees, at 6,682 yards from those back tees. All in all, the course is a par 72. It's a very walkable course if you're just trying to sneak in 9. The hole that you're seeing right now is arguably the nicest hole on the golf course. It's a long par 4 that you really have to have a precise second shot at. With that being said, there's a driving range and a lot of other amenities at this golf course. Since being its grand opening June 20th, 2007, the new clubhouse is offering golf outings, corporate lunches, weddings, and private parties. So there's a lot going on at this course. Just being outside of Trenton, it's going to get pretty busy in regards to scheduling those. And Mountain View Golf Course is extremely affordable. When you come to these Mercer County courses, as long as you do it right, you can find yourself at decent prices for tee times. That's mostly just walking and trying to find the difference between the 18-hole and the 9-hole rate if you're just trying to sneak out. There clearly was a difference here, and we're going to go through those prices in just a little bit, but we want to talk about the rating online on Google. They're giving it about a 4.2. Now, Golf Now is putting it at about a 4.1. I'd say all in all, this course is a solid 4 when it comes to online ratings for public golf courses. And even though the course doesn't stretch over 7,000 yards from those back tees, it does have a slope of 138 or 133 from those back tees. So with a lot of elevation on some of the holes, the par 3s can become less challenging, but with a lot of wind that this course absolutely has. One of the things, it does feel almost like a link style course, but it's a Mountain View style course. At the time of filming this golf course was in the middle of February, so it was pretty cold. You could see it's clearly the winter time. Just going on Golf Now for Sunday rates, it can go upwards to $61, and probably with a card fee too, so you're still spending a decent amount of money if you book online. There's some convenient fees and things like that with Golf Now. If you go to the next day, you could find golf rates for about $24 to $27, and I even saw one at $16, but it was really late in the day. So you can find some good prices. I recommend just calling or showing up, but if you got more than 2 or 3 or 4 people, you're going to want to call ahead and try to get a tee time at least. But make sure you book online if you do miss that call ahead. This course was great, and hopefully it provided a little more educational golf content. I think Mountain View is a hidden gem. I think you want to get over there and enjoy it. The next one is arguably the best golf course in Mercer, and we have to head on over to Mercer Oaks Golf Course, where we have the East Course here to take a look at. Tee times, it gets busy here, and most importantly, we only played one, focusing on the East Course, which is a links style course. Now, talking to some of the people inside, it sounded like the links course could have been better, but a lot of that is steered because the people work there and they know they're putting me on that course. Mercer Oaks East Course was designed by R. Clark and Associates and opened to the public fall of 2003. So it's not that old of a course. We only got to play the first 9 of this course. Now, spoiler alert, there's no 9-hole rate. they do have a 9-hole rate, but it's the same as the 18-hole rate. So you're better off going out there and playing a full 18. Make that very clear in the beginning, and they didn't make that clear in the pro shop. In comparison to the West course, which was opened in 1991, this one's the newer of the course, completely linked style. You got some power lines swinging right through there. You hate to see that on a golf course, but unfortunately it's there. However, this East course plays extremely long, playing from those back tees at over 7,000 yards at 7,182 yards. Don't recommend playing those back tees. I would have loved to, but you're playing with a group of people. It gets a little rough. For the most part, it's a par 72, so it's a fair golf course. It's a full golf course here. It's completely a championship style course. In regards to tee times and rate of this golf course, there's no difference between the East and the West. So let's just talk about that. The membership, if you're a member, it's $30 on the weekday, $34 on the weekend. Has some twilight rates that drop down to $12 to $16. So becoming a member and then that twilight rate, it's a pretty good deal. Now, when you talk about non-member rates, weekend is $63 and then $56 for the weekday. Now, I will say there's also a $16 cart fee with that, so you're getting a full price at this golf course. Now, it's well worth it because it is a championship style course. Just depending on where you're grouped, if you had the course to yourself, what time you play, could all make a huge difference in your experience out here. Actually, I had to pause the video to call the golf course because I was a little concerned teeing off at 3:30 if I was even going to get that twilight rate. And we always look for great twilight rates and just great rates altogether. And in Mercer County, with those 4 courses associated with it, and this is focused on Trenton, all of them pretty close and in the surrounding area. As you zoom on out, it's important to note that we do rely on comments to see what your top golf courses are. Write them down in the comment section. We'll be very happy to read them. Let's take a look now at Hopewell Valley Golf and Country Club, a hidden gem in New Jersey that probably needs to be recognized a little higher.
Here at Hopewell, looks like the tees just got aerated. You can see the grounds crew out at this golf course, really making it what it needs to be. During this aeration time, I think it's not the best time to play the golf course, but it's just the luck of the draw. Being built in 1927, so almost 100 years old here at Hope Valley. Bring a $100 bill because that's what you'll end up paying for this municipal course if you don't book correctly. So almost 100 years old at this golf course, built by a Scottish golf architect who died in 1944. He's built a couple other golf courses in, this is the only one in New Jersey. There's a few in New York, Connecticut. A lot of them actually are private golf courses, but you can see it's got a historical feel to the golf course. Each one of these trees have a number on it.
And for Golf Vlog 140, we're headed back to Mercer County to finish the job here. Now, there's an 18-hole golf course that's one of the more historical golf courses in the county. The area dates back to an old horse farm, and we're going to go through this golf course, talk a little bit about the rates, of course, the memberships, the historical factors, why you should probably play this one or why not. And if you're thinking about playing this one, walking on in and taking a look at it virtually. That's what this golf channel is all about, and we're going to try something different here. So grab yourself a scorecard and take a look at a 10-minute golf video at this golf course built in 1927 by Thomas Winston.
Now it's 7 o'clock in the morning here. There's no excuse for that. You pay a good price for these golf courses and they just don't take care of them. These municipal courses are either hit or miss. And at Mercer County, I got to call a dime when a dime happens. And I got to call a foul when I see one. And I think there's a foul here. $60 to walk it seems a little excessive. And we will do a little bit more research to see if we build correctly on this channel. I don't like to see that. I mean, $60 is still fair. But Golf Now had it for like $14. So you're talking about price gouging.
I think the reason I was so caught off guard, if you go on Golf Now, it kind of gives you an idea of what the tee times are going to be for the day. They get you with Golf Now rates. I typically don't book it, but at least gives you a time frame. When you get there, they got different rates, different discounts and things of that nature. So $60 was something that just was off. Now at the end of the day, it's $60 is still a fair price to walk 18 holes. but I don't know if there's a difference between walking and riding here, which wasn't clear during the check-in process. Now, this is the original clubhouse, and everything about it was very nice. Now, it says little subtleties. There's a few bridges on the golf course with aggressive green shots. It's definitely an historical golf course. Recommend walking it, just like most of the golf courses we play on this one. You get, in the Jersey area, you got a lot of built in 1920s, maybe even some in the 1800s. So it's courses that were meant to be walked, and this is going to be one of those ones you're going to hopefully want to go out there and walk. But there's no difference in price, at least that I'm seeing online. The twilight rate is probably the best deal at $27 on the weekday, and on the weekend $33. I played on a Friday, so I did pay $60, double checking, that's all correct. And on the weekend it was $67. $67, so it's really $7 more. Now I had to go back and check my receipt because it felt like there's no one out there. They just aerated it. It felt like maybe the discount rates were coming soon. But early in the morning, what do you expect? So you got to move on. They got some senior rates at $38 and $51 on the weekends, and then late twilight, which it doesn't say, but probably 4 or 5 o'clock, it drops down to $21, and then $30 on the weekend. So pretty good rates. They got some membership rates, which they got that membership card. I'm not too familiar with it, and I don't want to look it up because it seems like it's a lot of work, and I wasn't too happy with this place. Looking right at the reviews of this golf course online from the public, on Google it is a 3.9 out of 119 reviews. Moving on to major golf outlets like Golf Now is a 3.8 out of 130 reviews, and Golf Pass has it at a 3.9 out of 138 reviews. We're going to give you a review at the end of this video. So let's zoom on in to Hopewell Valley one more time. And if you've played this course, you're probably going to agree that it should be a little bit higher. After redoing it, maybe it should have been. I like that one a lot. But as we zoom on out, with 2 courses in Mercer Oaks, and it's just hard to think that it has Hopewell beat. So let's head on over to Mercer Oaks Golf Course, the West Course.
You gotta do that when you're playing from those back tees here at Mercer Oaks West Course. It's hard. Of 5 different tee boxes to choose from. Gone on in 2 in any of the par 5s. The West Course is considered to be the crown jewel of the park systems in Mercer County. The course was built in the 90s during the wave of golf in 1991. And we're on the signature hole here, number 17. You can see you can't see anything really, but there's water all on this side. Not the best day to get out here and get some footage. I will note the power lines going through, but didn't notice it until now. And in the summertime is the twilight rate that I played before. It's $25 to play it. We'll talk about the putting green surfaces and whether they have a driving range or not. And as you can see, they do. We try to do everything on this channel. That's a nice one. It's a big one. We don't want to disturb him too much. We'll let him be instead of flying away. We're trying to respect the golf course here, pick up our divots. We'll even talk about how Brian Alt really did get aggressive with some of these bunkers. This right here, it's not concrete. If you like golf within the Philadelphia, New York City area, this is the channel for you. Also has the black tees, which we were going to decide to graduate towards. Episode 109, we actually played that East course. We're here at Mercer Oaks Golf Course, finally playing that West course.
Right off the bat, the clubhouse, everything about it seems like it's going to be a $150 bill, and that's not the case. It's an extremely affordable golf course within New Jersey area. As we walked in, we were able to book a tee time, learn a little bit about the 2 championship golf courses, like the West course, which is the first course built in 1991, and the East course, which was built and finished in 2004.
All right, we're on the second hole here. It looks like it really does whip around.
If you decide to play from the back tees, those black tees are going to be stretching 7,182 yards. It's going to be extremely challenging on those par 5s, and when it's cold and wet like the day that we played, it does not go anywhere. There's a lot of water on this course. I would say that the drainage, we got a lot of rain on this footage here days before. I think the irrigation system. Now the rating here is a 74 and a slope of 131 from those
We're
back
at the
tees.
first par 3 on number 5, and it's a legit one from those black tees.
When you move over to Google and other major golf outlets, it's a 4.4 out of 5 with 371 reviews to choose from. If you look at the rating and the comments, I think people do like the East course significantly more than the West course. The West course is more of a link style course, and this one definitely more of a parkland style course. A lot of twists, a lot of turns. Zoom on in to our final course here, Makefield Highlands Golf Club, located in Pennsylvania, but it's still pretty close to Trenton. Let's take a look at that golf review here. We swung on in, and it's also a historical landmark. That is the original Maynard House located, this is all in Bucks County, a very historical district. But nonetheless, the clubhouse, everything else is new. And we're walking on in here at the golf course that is completely stacked with the pro shop. You don't have to bring anything, just a credit card, and just go out there and swing away at this golf course. We're going to talk about the stats of it first off. And I tell you what, I was taken back. They advertised the heck out of this course. And for the most part, sometimes they kind of steer away from that. Price is right here. Absolutely. It's a great price. You're going to find some great rates, not only the senior rate, but just the normal price to play this golf course is extremely reasonable. Now, you can spend up to $100 on the weekend to play here. I think maybe $95, but on Golf Now, I highly recommend. I'm seeing $56 at around 4 o'clock. You're not going to get a whole 9 in, but you know, for the most part, this course gets packed. If you're going to get a Saturday, Sunday tee time, make sure you book ahead. But on the weekdays, this was on a Thursday. Beautiful sunny day. Now, there's multiple tee boxes to choose from. I played from the backs in the beginning, got paired up. I think there's a total of 7 or 8, and they're all in great shape. They take very good care of this golf course. It almost feels like a private course. Hats off to them. Stretching 7,058 yards. It's hard to keep track of all those bunkers and keeping them clean. It's a heck of a task, and you can see the design here is aggressive. It was built in 2004 by Rick Jacobson. Now, if you heard that name before, I haven't. He's only built one other golf course in New Jersey, but he's got multiple golf courses all over the area, Virginia, Delaware, a few other multiple gem private golf courses. He's got a few in Japan, and the other one in New Jersey is a private one called Cobblestone Creek. We gave them an email, and of course, hopefully we'll get back to playing some of those private golf courses in the future. Course has a rating of 74.2 and a slope of 128. But again, it's very well maintained. It's highly marketed. You could get a lot of advertisements on your phone from this course. Now, I didn't get any footage of the driving range, but it's right on the other side here, and it's a beautiful driving range. Now, there's water throughout the golf course. I will make a note because it bothered me around 3:30. They pulled all the water off the golf course. It's the hottest day of the year, and they threw everything off. Doesn't affect the play until a couple of the holes here. From the back tees, you can see it's a whole nother golf course. You might want to hit 2 or 3 off the tee as a result of that. Now, if you got the people not on you, you can get away with it, but for the most part, you got nowhere to go on this golf course if you got a foursome in front of you, and it's hard to jump in front of groups on these types of courses where the design is more of a newer design as opposed to the old designs that were more of walking golf courses. Now, I recommend walking this one. It's a link style course, but some of the holes don't feel like it. You can kind of get away from that. Very bouncy and hilly. You could kind of look up and maybe think you hit a good shot and it bounces right into the water or right into the woods.
Maybe you got something that they got, you know, maybe your first responder. They might have a rate for that. Golf course tends to be its own kind of self-governing body. You start making up discounts at the pro shop, really, if you get them going. So here we're just going to put out a little 1-iron stinger.
In regards to other major golf outlets and reviews, this course sits with Google at a 4.4 out of 497 reviews. That's a lot for people to submit in. Now, again, you got people excited to play golf or just played, and they want to tell everyone about the round.
That's 150, right?
It's a little bit of confusion out here on the golf course, just double checking some things. But this is one of my favorite holes here. The design off of it, I kind of chunked this shot, but you could have had a more aggressive lie to it depending on your first shot, and I kind of made that mistake. It could happen here at this golf course. You got to play it almost twice. I liked it. I thought these fairway bunkers were pretty legit if you can get through some of these tree lines. but it does play well. Some of these holes could really fall apart on you. Now, other golf outlets like Golf Now has it at a 4.2 out of 117 reviews, and Golf Pass has it at a 4.2. That's about 122 golf reviews. That's a good amount. You can find yourself doing some creative stuff at this golf course just to get through it nicely. It brings you back to the clubhouse. I think just getting out here with the historical feel to it, with Bucks County, even though this golf course is not that old, being built in 2004, it's a great course, and that's going to do it for our list. Keep a lookout for more videos to come. This is the Parfessor, an independent golf channel focused on fun, affordable golf in your area.